Musicians on Call brings live and recorded music directly to the bedsides of patients, families, and caregivers in healthcare environments. They've performed for more than a million individuals across the nation and hope to reach millions more. And here with me to talk about Musicians on Call and the work here in Memphis are two volunteers, Jim Keller and Bob Stewart. Thank you guys for being here today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
And you have both been a part of this organization, that you said, since 2018?
2018, yes.
What inspired you all to volunteer?
Well, I've been a volunteer at Le Bonheur for 11 years.
Okay.
Because I had cardiovascular surgery there when I was 8 years old, and I heard about this program, and I wanted to be part of it. So I went online and filled out the application, and the rest.
And then Bob asked me to do it because I'm the musician, and
Right.
I went, let me think about it. And I went, and once I did it one time, I said, I'm in. I'm in. Yeah, absolutely.
Wonderful. And Musicians on Call has volunteer musicians and volunteer guides, is what I understand.
Right, correct.
What is the difference between the two, and what do you guys do?
Well, I'm the guide. I'm familiar with the hospital because I've been going there for a number of years, so I know what floors to go to, and we get a list of floors to go to. And I basically just knock on the door and ask them if they'd like to hear a song, and they just about always say yes.
I bet.
Because it brings a smile to their face and to our face. You know, we change lives just by being there, you know, because many of these children are there for long term.
Right.
And it just gives their parents and them a break.
And Jim, what is it like to go in there? You go into a room where people are probably lonely, sad, depressed, and you sing for them or you play a song for them. What does it do for you?
The best part is when they are frowning and not sure they want a song,
right?
But mom or dad says, let's get a song. And then at the end, they're either, if they can, standing up dancing or clapping their hands or smiling or saying, you made my day. And I said, no, you made my day.
That's wonderful.
So
now the reason why you guys are here is because last week, Ron and I were on another newscast, and we were talking about how a story out of Nashville came out, Musicians on Call, and Ron and I made the comment, like, you know, there needs to happen in Memphis. This is a music town. So it's happening in Memphis, but you guys are the only two so far.
That's it. So
we got to get more people.
We need more volunteers, more musicians, more guides.
What are the qualifications?
Have to be 18 years of age.
Okay.
And go online and fill out an application for the hospital, Le Bonheur, and for Musicians on Call, and the process goes from there. It takes a little time. You have to be patient, right, Jim?
They do. You go to musiciansoncall.org/volunteer,
okay.
And you can fill out an application there, tell you everything that you need to do. There's certain background checks and things of that nature that they're going to do, and then meet with whoever the hospital is that they're trying to put you in. Bob and I play at Le Bonheur, and so Le Bonheur has an input into that along with Musicians on Call. Right. But it's not hard. It just takes a little bit of time.
I bet. And the reward has got to be.
It's phenomenal. It is phenomenal. I remember one time there was a young adolescent girl, and she, was not very joyful at the time. Yeah. And at the end, when we left, she was dancing with her mother in the room. The nurses came in, and and they were clapping, and it uplifts that spirit. The power of music to heal and take the stress away is phenomenal. Right. It's a gift. Right. It's truly.
And I know you're only going to one patient room at a time, but
right.
that kind of
makes
feeling,
it very personal.
I can say that, but that kind of feeling also spreads.
It does. And we ask them, what kind of music do you like? And we try to play something that would be appropriate for their age group, etc.
I think one of the most powerful visits we had was early on. We met through a nurse, a little 23-month-old boy who had been in Le Bonheur for 22 months. And he was being transferred to a long-term pediatric facility in Texas. He was blind, he was not verbal, but his nurse thought he could hear. Right. So we sang for him, and the nurses had put together a journal of his life in Memphis to take with him to Texas, so they would know that he'd been loved by a lot of folks in Memphis.
Oh, that does my heart.
That's great.
Le Bonheur and the staff there and the nurses, they're just terrific.
Right. My kid's been through there too, and I can attest to that.
They all care.
Definitely. Well, you guys obviously care too, and we want to thank you again for coming in and sharing
We're
this
so happy.
information with us. And hopefully, again, just for people out there, what do you do if you want to be a volunteer? Because we need more volunteers.
Definitely.
We need more guides. We need more musicians.
Go to musiciansoncall.org/volunteer, and you will get all the information you need there, and they would be happy to help you. And we would love to have you part of the group here in Memphis.
Very good. Very good. All right. Well, again, thank you all for doing this. We're
Thank
helping
you.
to make Memphis
Thank
a
you.
better place.
There you go.
We just try.